Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with another video. I'm here to talk more about the Rasheem Carter case, honey, because let me tell you something. It is going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. I see it getting worse before it gets any better. Okay? So if you're not updated yet, please go look in the description of this video. Look in the comments of this video. I will have a link to the first video that I did telling you the story of Rasheem Carter. So go watch that. Pause this. Leave this video now. And go watch the first video so that you can get updated. Also, if you have not subscribed, please do. Show your girl some love. I'm not monetized yet. I'm trying to get there. So show your girl some love. Press the like button and also subscribe. Please subscribe. I have how many viewers? Millions of viewers. But nobody's subscribing. Nobody is liking. So y'all do your girl a favor. Subscribe, like, put your girl on so she can get on and make this YouTube money like everybody else. Anyway, back to Rasheem. Man, this case is going to be a real mess because, first of all, Benjamin Crump said that he couldn't get mainstream media to even listen to what he had to say about this case until recently, until last week, because he's been on the case since December. Little did we all know. He's been on the case since December of 2022. And the mainstream media did not want to hear anything about what he had to say about this case until he had pictures of the remains, of Rasheem's remains. Now, you see how they do us, family? You see how they do black people. They want to see our dead skeletal remains before they even report on something. What? I'm so sick of America. I really need a vacation from this mug because it gets overwhelming sometimes. The racism here, it just gets overwhelming. Because they do it right in your face. They do it right in your face. And they gonna tell you that you ain't seen them do it right there in front of your face. Shit, I get so tired of them. So he's been on the case. He's been trying to get this story pushed out there since December of 2022. Ain't no mainstream media been trying to hear nothing he got to say. But as soon as he has Rasheem's remains, then now they want to listen to what he has to say. Now they're all ears. Just get on my damn nerves, I swear. Also, too, I would like to say this before I go off into this video too much. Everything that I post on my channel is going to be facts. Unless I say otherwise, you better take it as the gospel. Okay? Take it as the gospel truth. Because I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and give you all type of false information just to get a view, just to get a like. I ain't even about that life. So if I say it, then it's facts. Unless I say it's not facts. Unless I say it's a rumor, then it's not a rumor. So take it as the gospel, please. I know that I've had a lot of questions, some people in the comment section, and a lot of y'all questions. Y'all got some good questions. I want to know the answers to them too. Yes, I had a brief conversation with, Miss Carter, but it was very brief. So we didn't, it wasn't a real long discussion about everything that happened. So I got, a few details. I know that it's facts that they cut his penis off and put it in his mouth. I know it's facts that fingers were cut off. I know it's facts that the battery acid was poured on him. It's facts that some of his remains were fed to the hogs. So they don't even have all of his remains. They just have portions. They found an arm and a leg and the head with the penis in the mouth at first, and then they're just recently getting the skeletal remains and the other remains from the state crime lab. You know what I mean? So, yes, there was an autopsy done, and we have not gotten a full report of those autopsy results yet, but Tiffany has those results. She has them. And she released what she wanted the public to know. And so whatever she's releasing, I'm releasing to you. That's how that's going. And it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate because Rasheem is not the only black brother of ours that has been killed by the KKK and race soldiers in Mississippi. He's not the only one. There was like 3 or 4 last year, just last year, that have been killed, and nothing is being done about it. And these families need justice too. Ben Crump is only one person. Brother man needs to hire some more attorneys to help him. He trying to get all the bags, okay? He trying to snatch all the bags. And when he really need to be bringing people on to help him, because there's so much of this going on. Story after story after story after story. If there was more than 24 hours in a day, I probably could bring y'all a whole lot more stories. But shoot, I have to work and make a living. You know what I mean? So, excuse my dog, Oya. She's getting on my nerves. Every time I get to doing a video, she want to get to barking. Oh, she get on my nerves. But anyway. So, yeah, Benjamin Crump is on the case now. Also, there has been a lot of shenanigans going on Tiffany Carter page, too. A lot of people are trying to do their own investigation. Everybody wants to help. Everybody wants to know what happened to our black brother. What happened to him? And why did it happen to him? And why aren't y'all doing anything about it? You know what I mean? So everybody is now, because the freaking police in Taylorsville didn't do their fucking job. If they would have did their damn job to begin with, then people wouldn't be out here trying to play detective. Hell. But since they couldn't do their damn job, and they wanted it to get this far because they just really thought they was going to get away with it. This is the mindset of these Caucasians, honey. They really thought that they was going to get away with it. We're not going to let you get away with that, bruh. We're not going to let you get away with that. Not how you did him, no. And how you done did the rest of these black brothers out there, no. No, we know why y'all target our black men. We know why y'all do that. For several reasons. For one, you're jealous of the black man's phallus anyway. You're jealous of it because your women want it. Because you ain't pleasing them. And then you mad that they messing with y'all women, which, I don't agree with. I don't agree with that either. But I don't agree with you killing them. What? This America about to be a third world country, for real. In just a few minutes, it's gonna be a third world country. Because these Peckerwoods, man, they doing the absolute most. They trying to turn Mississippi back into Mississippi burning all over again. Passing laws, trying to make Mississippi back to Jim Crow again. Like, come on, man, what are y'all doing? And what are the people in Mississippi doing? I need y'all to wake the hell up. Wake up and look at what's going on around you. Pay attention. I don't know what y'all sleeping hard down there or something. I don't know what's going on. But y'all better wake up. Either wake up or get the hell up out of Mississippi before one of your kids end up like this. Because you can believe that if this happened to Rasheem and his family, you're next. You're next. Don't think that you're not and you live right there in Mississippi. Don't think that you're not and you live right there in the South, period. Like, come on. You just couldn't pay me, personally, $1 million to live in Mississippi. There's some states in the South I would move to, but Mississippi wouldn't be one of them. That's for damn sure. But I want to show you this short clip of some of the footage that the family actually did get when they were going out there to Taylorsville protesting and looking for footage of Rasheem and looking for, clothing items and articles that belong to him, because they've been doing that every month since this has happened. Actually, that following week from when he disappeared, they was out there. So they've been out there every other week, every other month. Every other week, every month, they've been out there in Taylorsville holding protests and things. So they came across some footage. So I'm going to show you. It's a very short clip of him going into the Dollar General store. And when you look at the clip, look at the bottom right video of the clip. Okay?
He go back to the left. Goes back to the left. 10:15. Y'all got no cameras on this side over there?
We got none on this side.
So you see, they have found some footage. You got to know that they found footage and all kind of stuff when they went down there doing these protests and stuff. A lot of us are just now hearing about it, so we don't know what they have done prior to us hearing about it. And I want to again show the GoFundMe for the family. Please make sure that you donate to this family so that they can have the monies that they need, to show up at the places that they need to show up at. Tiffany had to stop working. She had to stop her job. She had to stop working to focus fully on this. And ain't nobody out here taking care of nobody. Ain't nobody out here taking care of nobody grown. Everybody, including women, got to get out here and get it how we live. And so every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. So if all you got is $5 to give it. Because if you was in that situation, what would you want people to do for you? You know what I mean? Everybody's so worried about being scammed these days, but Black people have the gift of discernment. We need to start tapping into our spiritual sides, okay? Come on. Tap into your spiritual side, and the Spirit guides you to help. Because if you're in the same situation, I'll be on here speaking for you and your family too. So give something, $5, $10, something. Everybody got that every once in a while. And this case right here just bothers me so bad. And just to see this picture of him running in the woods, that's another thing. The man who has the gaming camera on his property, he didn't give the family the full videotape. He just gave them clips and pictures out of the video. He didn't show them the full videotape, because I am sure that it shows somebody on there running. But the people who live in that town, they know where those gaming cameras are set up at. So they're gonna avoid, the gaming cameras. They're gonna avoid the cameras. They know what they're doing. They know them woods better than anybody. They was born and raised in them outback country woods, okay? They can walk through them damn woods at night with their eyes closed and still know where the hell they going. That's how familiar they are with them woods in that area. So if they wanted to hide from them gaming cameras, they could. And I'm sure that's what they did. So it's the man didn't give the family the full video. He just gave them pictures. And I'm sure that the police department advised him not to give him the full video. They probably done deleted it. It's probably gone, missing in action right now. They'll probably never see that damn video footage again. That's the sad part. So it's a bunch of rednecks hiding a bunch of shit down there. But at the end of the day, this man didn't do this to himself. There's no human possible way that he could do all this to himself. Period. And I ain't trying to hear nothing else about it. He didn't do it to himself. He didn't cut his penis off and put it in his mouth. He didn't cut his legs off. He didn't do that. And I'm sure the animals had a whole lot to do with, his body being dismembered and stuff. They had a lot to do with that because I mean it hasn't been that long for his body to be as decomposed as it was. Like there's no flesh, no skin, no nothing on his bones. So you know the animals got a hold of it too. But listen, you could tell the difference between somebody cutting somebody's body part off and the animal eating somebody's body part off. You could tell the difference. These folks is professionals in their field. They know the difference. They could tell. So a lot of information is being withheld from the public, but Tiffany has released a lot of information so far, more than we would have gotten in any other case. You know, these modern day lynchings, though, is something else. It's something else. Well, I'm going to put on here an interview that Tiffany did with Benjamin Crump with mainstream media. So we're going to end the video on that note. So join me next week for either some new updates or another video.
I have been scratching my head about Taylorsville, Mississippi and what happened there. Something is just not adding up. And whenever I hear no foul play, I am always all ears. I want to hear what happened. But when Rasheem Carter's death was, determined to initially have no foul play connected to it didn't sound right at all, because Rasheem had communicated with his mom several times that he was worried about a group of white guys that had been coming after him, hurling a bunch of racial slurs from a truck. And he was scared. Mom said, go to the authorities. And he did a couple times. And then he disappeared. So October 2, he's reported missing. A month later, November 2, his body is found. It's in the woods, and his remains are scattered, and he's been decapitated. And on November 3rd, the Smith County Sheriff said in a Facebook post that there was no reason to believe foul play was involved. I think that's weird. That's just one day after his body's found, without his head. So Joseph Scott Morgan, who's a certified death investigator, I called him right away and I said, is it possible, I'm trying to, think about all the possibilities here. Is it possible that a month in the woods in Mississippi in October, is it possible that animal activity could have caused that sort of damage to a body? And he did say it is possible. Coyotes, wild dogs, wild hogs, and domesticated dogs could actually do that, could remove a head from a body. But on Tuesday, the Smith County Sheriff, Joel Houston, who defended his earlier determination, said at the time, no evidence pointed to foul play, which I think is weird because, again, it was only one day, but that he's still waiting on search warrants and that murder has not been ruled out at this time. The attorney for Tiffany Carter, that's his mom, Ben Crump, has said, this is a brutal hate crime and it needs to be investigated as such. And I'm very happy Rasheem's mother, Tiffany Carter, and Ben Crump, the family attorney, are joining me live now. First of all, Mrs. Carter, I'm so sorry that we are meeting under these circumstances. And it's just such a painful situation to be in. But facts seem to be fluid. And it seems like when you spoke up, that seems to be when the sheriff softened his tone. Do I have the timing right on that?
Yeah, you had the timing right on it.
It just seems so odd to me. Your son communicated with you that he was being targeted. Can you sort of expand on that a little bit more and tell me what he told you before he died?
Okay, before he died, he actually, before anything took place, he actually told me that it was 3 white trucks full of white men trying to harm him, trying to kill him. And I told him to go to the police station and everything. He did everything that I, asked him to do. They told him he couldn't stay there. He didn't stay there. He texted me after he left the police department, and he said that, Mom, if something, he told me, we're not seeing eye to eye. My boss and I are not seeing eye to eye. And then he put his boss name there, and he put the company name there, and he told me if something happened to him, his boss was responsible. And he said, Mama, I'm smart. He got these men trying to kill me. And he texted me that after he actually left the police department that particular night. And then later on, once they found his remains, they told me when I went back there that when they first found it, I never got the opportunity to see it the very first day when they found his remains. So the next day, which was November the 3rd, they allowed me to go back there and they showed me where his remains were found. But when I went back there, immediately the Holy Spirit told me it was foul play. And then I told the sheriff, I said that, he said, when I told him it was foul play, he said, no, it's no foul play. That's what he told me. And he tried to convince me.
Let me ask your attorney, Ben Crump. Ben, it seems odd that Rasheem was found on November 2nd in that condition, and it wasn't even like a day before the no foul play was, posted on Facebook. Is the concern with the amount of time, how quickly they determined that? Because it seems now that murder may still be on the table.
Well, Ashley, they said no foul play so quickly, it made Tiffany Carter and her family believe that they were trying to sweep it under the rug. And it wasn't until our firm and a lot of other people started saying, this doesn't add up. When you look at that text message and the fact that he was being chased, you have to investigate this. You cannot try to tell this brokenhearted mother that her son being found with his head decapitated was natural, because I believe, as Tiffany said, he said, oh, he must have got dehydrated and passed out, and animals tore his body apart from the head, the spinal cord. I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever, Ms. Banfield.
Well, we're going to follow this case. Clearly, if there are still warrants due, then there's still information to come, and I hope you'll keep us posted. And we certainly, Ms. Carter, will keep you in our prayers as well. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I am so sorry we're meeting under these circumstances. And I just wish you all the peace that your family is deserved.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I also want to thank Cardi B. I want to thank her and Benjamin Crump for shining so much light on my son's case. I really appreciate the love and the support that they have given me throughout this time.
What you know about living on the top? Penthouse suites, looking down on the ops. Took her for a test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spent it on a watch. Hold on, little titty showing through the white tee. You can see the thong busting on my tight jeans. Okay, rocks on my fingers like a nigga wife me. Got another shorty, shit ain't nothing like me.